Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick show. Minasan yokoso. We're playing more Yakuza Kenzan, which I'm always excited to play. This one is the Japanese-only Samurai Times Yakuza game, Sengoku era. Kiryu is also Musashi Miyamoto in this game, so that's a plus. And now you're up to speed. Now you know all the story you need to know to get in. Here we go. I forgot we left it right before a new chapter.
Oh, boy, 見てみや。あそこが丸目の旦那の言うてたとこやな。ああ。はよ行って休もうや。なんや、まだ誰もおらへんやないか。わしらだけかもしれんな、生き残ったんは。ああ。しかしまさか敵が結城秀康だったとはな。ほんまえらいやつを切ってもうたで、あんた。結城？なんやお前、結城秀康を知らんのか？ああ、そりゃほんまの怖いもん知らずやな。ある意味さすがや。どういうことだ？まあ説明したる。ゆっくり座って話そうや。
So to catch you guys up, basically, Majima, they're running. Last episode, we killed the assassination target that we were going for. Majima said, like, all right, this is Marume's, you know, like the kind of rendezvous point that he wanted us to go to. Let's take a break here for a minute, like really quick. And he was talking about this person that Kiryu did not seem to know about. Yuki, I think he was saying, was the pronunciation. And Kiryu's like, what is that? He's like, you don't know who Yuki is? Like, all right, you know, sit down for a second. I'm gonna tell you about this guy. And that's where we are here. So Majima is saying, しかし、これ、そうな、like, all right, we'll go through this. あんた、悪いけど、he pronounces it like Yuki, but I would have guessed that it was Keishiro? Hold on, let's see what this word is supposed to be, because it seems pretty important. Ke. Maybe Ke. Shiro? Yeah, that's that. Keshiro? It's pronounced Yuki. And it means Yuki. I guess it's a name. What? Oh, it's my it's my Yuki. Yuki is how they pronounce it. So it's somebody's name, I guess. I got the impression last episode that the guy we killed was actually not who we thought it was gonna be. Anyway, 悪いけど、雪の話をする前にちょっと周りを調べてきてくれ。 変化敵が、これ、取るかもしれんしな。Saying like, you know, the beginning of this story of Yuki. It's a little bit, we have to kind of, maybe something like, you know, we have to do a little bit of investigating here. Something about the enemy was, we'll circle back on this. So it's something about how, like, I guess, honestly, I'm not entirely sure the subtext of what's going on with this Yuki guy. 何かをつっているようだ? Like, what is this that fell down over here? So we're picking up an object. I'm not sure what the object is, though. But you know I'm picking it up. So we got it. Now let's take a look at it. Is it in our pocket? This is the thing we got. Ruri. Aoi. It's some kind of blue stone, as we can see from the picture. It's some kind of Buddhist thing. Not entirely sure what it is. He's saying I can't use this here. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not going to do that. What happens if I... Whoa! Okay, don't do that. So if I press select, it's showing us the, kind of like the description. So we're on chapter 2, it's saying. And the chapter is called, I want to say it would be called like Kankang Gen no Gan? This is something like a continuation of the origin story or something. I guess this is kind of Kiryu's origin story. Oh, we got another secret object. It's some kind of temple's something. Like the Buddhist temple's something. Let's see what this thing is. It's this thing. Munin? No tera ni atta, Bukkyo? Maybe? Bukkyo no, korekata da. Saiko? Is that how you pronounce that? Saiko ga, Kenji da? 待っていれば何かの役に立つだろう. So it's saying like, you know, this. I found this thing. Nobody was. I think he's saying like nobody was using it near the Buddhist temple. You know, the corner of this temple that I found it at. Like, who would find this thing useful? But I'm not sure what it is. So let's take a look at the map here before we move around. I don't want to accidentally go to the objective. So I can't look at all these other spots. The objective is where Majima is, though. So we should be good on that front. I don't want to accidentally go to the objective. Okay. Stand by. I don't know why they're letting us walk around here if all we can do is go back to Majima. Oh wait, what am I doing here? Did I find something? Meter. Oh, it's another turtle! Kuri, 帰って起きられなくなっています。助けますか？助ける。So we're gonna help the turtle. Oh, it has another different symbol. I don't know the word for turtle, but let's just say タートル。タートルを助けた。なんとなく、喜んでるように見える。Something like, you know, it looks pretty happy.変わった模様のタートルだな。It's a strange pattern for a turtle. Is it another thing here? Oh my god, there's so many secrets. This is a Katsuryoku something. Let's see what this thing is. Is it this? No. Where's the Katsuryoku? Here we go. So this is just an item. It'll give us like power or something. That's pretty normal stuff. But the other stuff has been like pretty unique items. Alright, we should really look around here. There's clearly a lot of stuff to be found. I don't see any more shining objects. Let's check around the temple again. By the way, there's still no save spot here. I mean, I guess we just saved because the chapter started, but like, it's crazy that this game has so few save spots. Although I guess coming off Yakuza 1 and 2, we don't really know what they were like in Yakuza 1 and 2 because we played the remasters where you could save wherever you want. In the original games, you had to save at a phone booth, so I guess it was probably similar to this. I gotta say, I do prefer the ability to save wherever I want. It feels pretty constricting to be like forced into their saves. Oh, どうやった? Alright. You ready? 周りには誰もいないようだ. He's saying like, oh, so what we were doing is looking around for. Okay, so he said, there's nobody nearby. そうか。ほな、さっきの話の手続き No, 続きをしようか. Alright, so let's continue our story from earlier.
あんたが切った結城秀康って男、ありゃ徳川家康の嫡男、つまり次の当主となるべき男や。
So he's saying, this guy you cut down, Yuki, he's a sort of like a powerful man. I think he's a Tokugawa family, so kind of like something related to the Tokugawa family. A man of enemy man? Either that he's an enemy of the Tokugawas or he is a, you know, strongly placed Tokugawa. つまり次の Tolzu? Tolshu? Tonaru beki soko da. So he might have been like the next in line at the Tokugawa lineage.
そうだったのか。
Is that right?
ああ、名前こそ勇気って名乗っちゃいるが、あれは徳川から養子に出されて仕方なくついた名前や。
This name of Yuki, sort of from being a Tokugawa, he kind of like he might have been like raised up by the Tokugawas, but possibly adopted. Might be getting this totally wrong.
ほんまやったら東軍の総大将を務めててもおかしないほどの男やで。
I wonder what Honma means. I see that word a lot, but I've never known what it meant. Probably a good word to know. Honma. Honma. It means Honma. Okay, thanks a lot. Is Honma a person? I don't know. Yattara. If you do Honma. Okay, maybe Honma's a person. I wouldn't guess that it would be written in katakana though. Anyway. This is like an Eastern army? Something, I gotta say something, this guy was like important in the Eastern Army in this like Sengoku war that's going on right now.
だがそれほどの人間がなぜ養子に。
Yoshini. So he's saying like, but out of all the like with all this this guy, like why foster this one?
なんや結城秀康ってやつは出来が悪いって評判の男らしくてな。
You're saying like this guy Yuki, he was kind of like might it be that he gained some fame for being like a bit of a bad boy or something.
親父の家康にも嫌われて無理やり養子に出されたって噂もあるくらいや。
I've never seen that written that way, but saying something like the boss, he pronounced it Oyaji, which would be, I've only ever seen it written a different way, but yeah, I don't know why it would be written. So it's like the boss being hating this stuff, it would be unreasonable not to, I guess, to raise this kid.
そのことを恨んで徳川を裏切ると。
Something like that. Tokugawa. I'm not sure, like, Tokugawa doing, like, kind of teaming up with this.
まあ、そういうことやろな。そうでないと、あの天海がわざわざこんなややこしい作戦立てて殺すようなことはせんやろ。
Mm. That's you know, that's sort of what you're saying is the case, I guess, is what he's saying. Tenkai, which is the guy that's like their leader. わざわざこんなややこしい作戦立てて殺すようなことはせんやろう。So, this entire exchange I'm having a lot of difficulty with, which I tend to do with basically everything Majima says. Something about how Tenkai, like his tactics, involved killing this guy.
どうしたんや
Like, what's wrong?
あ、いや、あの結城という男、そんな悪い噂の立つような男には見えなかった。
And Kiryu's kind of lost in his thoughts. He's like, huh? Oh, nothing. This guy Yuki, this kind of like bad, I don't know, like bad something vibes, evil. Like I sort of didn't see that when he was standing, I guess, in front of me or something like that.
え
Huh?
それに、俺が部屋に入った時、すでに襲われることを知っていたようだった。
Well, when I entered the room, you know, I didn't get the feeling, this kind of feeling from him.
なんやとそれじゃあ結城秀康は襲われること分かっといて逃げ出さんかったっちゅうことか
Well, this guy Yuki though, he, whether you understood it or not, like, you had to get out of there though, right?
そないなアホな話があるかわしやったら速攻逃げ自宅しとるで
So it's like, you know, what is it with this story? Like, we had to get out of there quick.
だがあの言葉、気にならないか。
But that word though, like, what you're saying, like, is that not the case?
おお天界から弟を救い出すとかなんとか言っとったやつか
Tenkai's, you know, little brother, this, So I guess the dynamic here is that the guy we killed may have been the long lost brother of Tenkai, like our leader, but I guess kind of turned on the family or something. I'm not entirely sure the dynamic. We'll sort of piece that together as we go, though.
そうだ。あの結城という男、どこか引っかかる。
This guy Yuki, like somewhere, you know, he came from somewhere.
まあなでも考えすぎなんとちゃうが天界と昔に揉め事でもあっただけなんちゃうか
What kind of, you know, what kind of way of thinking is this? Like, Tenkai sort of parted ways a long time ago.
しかしよう降るな。変やな。ずいぶん時間が経つのに誰も来えへん。どないしたんや、暗い顔して。
いや、
なんやねんな、気になるがな。
俺は今日初めて人を切った。
え、初めてってお前。そうか、お前それでこうなって。
いや、そうじゃないんだ。
え、
その逆だ。
お前。
俺は人を切るということはもっと怖いものだとずっと思っていた。だが今はその怖さを感じない。あの勇気って男にせよ、その手下にせよ、強い剣の前では無力。俺は改めて分かった気がした。剣とは人を切るための道具だということ。つまり真の剣士とは剣で命の奪い合いを重ねることでこそ。
武蔵って言ったっけか、あんた。
ああ、
それはあかん。それは人斬りに取りつかれた人間のセリフや。
人斬り。
せや、人を切ることでしか自分の価値を見出せへん。そんな剣士の慣れの果てや。昔のわしもそうやった。
え、
Oh, we're back to this. So to fill in on what they were talking about in that cutscene, Majima went and checked outside, and he was saying, like, why is nobody coming after us? Should we make a break for it? I think he was saying something like, should we make a break for it under nightfall? And Kiryu was like, no. And he had something on his mind, so Majima was like, what is it? And Kiryu said, you know, back there, that was the first time that I ever cut a man down. And he was saying, like, you know, like, really, like, that's kind of, you know, sort of like, were you scared? And he said, no, you know, it's something like quite the opposite or something like that. Like, cutting a man down was like, sort of easy for me. And he sort of went into like his little philosophy of like what it is to kill a man. And Majima said, like, a long time ago, I had that same, you know, kind of like philosophy about cutting men down, and that's where we stopped. So this is a heat thing, I guess. It kind of means more like passion. Let's take a look at this thing. Yeah, it's these things, which would fill our heat gauge. So let's see if it fills the heat gauge. Yep, totally does. Okay. Yeah, it's the word for hot. Let's see what the word is. I guess it would be like neketsu? Like hot blood. Hot-blooded. So yeah, like heat gauge. Here we go. Wait, can we go back outside? No. It's interesting they give us these breaks between cutscenes. Anta, Marume-san ni, sugu wareru? Is that it? 前は、何をしてたんだ? I don't think that's what that is though. He's saying like you what did you kind of do back when you were raising up through Marume's ranks, I guess. 剣士として、あちこちに、武者something この罪だった。 He's saying like I did like swordsmanship work here and there. Busha something cool no. Oh, maybe that's tabi? Like, so I traveled around doing, soldiers work. 初めは、これに自分の腕を心めしたくて、いろんな、剣士に、勝負を出よったんやけどな。So at first I was kind of like trying something like I was trying to use my arm, like my sword arm, the power of my arm for myself, and win or lose, just kind of trying to get out of there. そのうち、人を切り、相手の命を、このことに何を something もになってしたねや。So in that type of situation, like the killing of cutting down men, like the life of another, something like it didn't really mean much to me or something like that. つまり今の、俺と同じだと言ったんだかだな。Like right now I sort of I'm kind of are you saying that you're feeling the same that I am right now? せや切った相手のこれが多ければ多いように自分の存在の知りしめることができる。禁止としての格も上がっていくもんやと思っとった。で、like as I killed more and more of these guys, like my understanding, I was able to kind of like increase my own understanding of the way that swordsmanship sort of increased my understanding, and then with each one, I guess I was like able to expand my thought on the subject or something like that. Honde itsuno mani yara tsuita yobina ga hitokiri Gorohachi ga. Oh, this is Majima saying it. So something like so after a while they began calling me kind of like attaching a name to me, which was Gorohachi, the butcher, like the cutter of the. I'm gonna say the butcher, Gorohachi the butcher. Hitogiri ka. It's like the man cutter, or like the cutter of men. I'm gonna say butcher is the better description. Kinnodoを含めるためなら強い種とはsomething から先端まだ小さい娘の目の前でその子の父親を切ったこともあった。So he's like, you know, I was strong and I was doing all these things, but you know, at a certain point, right in front of the eyes of a little girl, I cut her father down. なんだって? What? あんたもこのままやったらこんな風になってしまうかもしれへんで。It's like you know, sometimes you just get caught up in the whirlwind. You seem to know that feeling. じゃあどうして丸目さんのすぐい No, I don't know that one. なんだ? And so why did you sort of get involved with Marume? 金が必要やったんや。作戦が、成功すればこれ何かしら金 something 当金がもらえるって言われてな。So money is important to everybody, and you know, being able to kind of like successful tactic is something like maybe go where the money is, something like that. 金があんた徳川に死をする気なないのか? So I think what he's asking is like, if money's all you're after, then why didn't you go with the Tokugawas? 誰かDamn, what is this? Alright, I gotta look up one of these words real quick. To serve. 使える。使える。誰かに使える段。チューンはわしの、これはない。It's like who like I wouldn't want to serve them. じゃあ敵国に、妹がおるにゃ浮世中にゃけどな、そいつを支えてやらんとわかんよのや。I think he's saying that his little sister lives in this country, and so he would want to support, whatever helps her, I guess. そうか。妹さんが言ったのか。So you had a little sister. 丸めの、oh. これ。Oh, so we're not there yet. これから、something お金をもらったら It's like Marume, gave me money for that. And now the thing he's talking about here is Omi. Omi. Never heard that word before. 地方のSo, 武蔵が生まれた自作国にまさかの国。Not sure the dynamic that's happening there. It seems to be a place, though. So you're saying, like, with this money that I get from Marume, I'd be able to go back to wherever this place is that he's going, Omi, and そんで妹と一緒に I'd be able to kind of, I guess, like, settle down with his little sister. 剣の道は諦めて、しましょうか? So like you would want to just give up the way of the sword. わしは妹のためやったら、剣のこれでも様をワンと思ってる。It's like as long as I'm with my little sister, it wouldn't really, I don't really think it would matter one way or the other. それに剣道道でも誰も喜ばん。切られた人間の家族 something like you know, the swordsmanship stuff is just kind of like supporting what I really want to do.
わしは結局今の今まで剣を捨てることができんかった。
So like after all, for me, like the stuff that we've been doing up until now, you know, it's just kind of supporting. It's the only reason I've been able to do what I've been doing.
せやけどあんたならまだ引き返せる。人斬りの道に進む前に引き返すんや、武蔵ちゃん。
I think he's saying something like, you know, continuing on this path that I've been going, like killing everybody or, you know, cutting men down and stuff. It's in service of this goal that I have. And Kiryu's saying like it's unreasonable.
なんやと?
What?
俺は物心ついた頃から剣士を目指して生きてきた。
Kiryu's saying like for me, monogokoro. I'm gonna guess that means like in my heart of hearts. You know, I feel that the swordsmanship stuff is it's who I am or something like
今
that.
更国に帰っても剣を捨てて生きていくことなんかできない。もう後戻りはできないんだ。
So like even returning to the eastern country, like what the hell is that word that he keeps using? They both keep using it. Hold on. So the word that I'm looking at is this one. Throw away. Sute. Sute. It means to throw away. So he's saying like, you know, even if I was returning to the eastern country, like living and throwing away the sword, I wouldn't be able to do that. I couldn't keep going after that.
せやけどこの先、わしのような道をたどるかもしれへんで。
I really have a hard time with what Majima says. He has a totally different way of speaking. He's saying something like the thing I said before, like this methodology is like I don't see it.
分かってる。でも俺は純粋にもっと強い奴とも戦ってみたいんだ。
It doesn't like understand you, but like for me, you know, getting stronger and fighting is like it's what I you know, whatever, what I value.
そうか。ならえ。
Is that right?
せやけど世の中広い。天下無双を目指すにやったら先は長いで。
Something like, it's a big world out there, like society, like, it's a big world out there. Something like, something like under heaven, you won't be able to, or no. I have a tough time with what he says. You're not going to be able to get along with that kind of lifestyle forever. Something, that's the gist of it.
覚悟はしている。
No idea. Like, I get that. Something like that, I don't know. I'm struggling this episode.
お、やっと迎えが来たんか。
やはりお前たちが生き残ってしまったか。
生き残ってしまったって、あんた何言うとるんや。
丸目さん。
なんの真似や。
丸目さん、どういうことなんだ。
お前たちはここで死ぬのだ。やれ。
I think you got the gist of what they said.
さあ、おい。
してもせんぞ。
Yeah, as soon as you put your sword away. There you go. Yeah. Damn, I can't grab him. Damn, I cannot do the counter on Marume. So he's countering us, but we can't really counter him. Let's try and get him with the kicks first. No, he counters that too. We gotta let him whip, I guess. That's it. That's how you get him. Yeah, because if we let him counter us, we're screwed. So let's eat a potion first. Yeah, anyway, to catch you up in case you actually do want to know what he said, Marume walked in and he said like, oh, you guys are still alive, huh? And Majima was like, what do you mean by that? Or Kiryu said that, and then he was like, well, you're gonna die here, and then he brought in his guards. I mean, obviously you could tell all what, basically you could tell what they said from the sort of the context. That's how you get him, baby. Good stuff. Yeah. A double level up, wow. Damn, I liked Marume.
こりゃどういうことなんや。
さすが私が見込んだだけのことはある。だがまだまだだな。
マルメさん、説明してくれ。どうして俺たちを。
何を手間取っているのだ、マルメ。
小次郎様。
おお、この男たちが結城秀康を切った者たちか。どちらが切った？
俺だ。
そうか。それはご苦労だったな。だがお前たちにはここで死んでもらう。その構え、何のつもりだ。構わん。やれ。
Oh. Two sword style. Cool. Alright, so it's saying like, the two sword technique, or double bladed technique, you can get enemies from all around you. Surrounding enemies, you can you can affect enemies that are surrounding you. This is definitely going to be useful. So with this technique, you're able to, you know, do high-powered things with the X button. I guess you can do a roll, and using this is necessary. Also, to catch you up on what happened in the story, Marume, you know, deferred to this guy, who I believe this guy is the brother of the guy we cut down. So this guy came in. He said, "Who killed my who killed what's his name, the other character?" And then he looked at Majima and Kiryu said it was me. And he told his guys like kill Kiryu. And then now we're here. Go! So we just want to do our roll, I guess. Oh wait, L1? Pressing L1 and continuing to do that with the enemies. So what is this doing for me? It's just teaching me how to block? That wasn't what it said though, it said to press X. So with one blade, you can do the same kind of usage, but with two blades, you can't something. The left and right like the back is the fastest. Going in the back direction is the fastest, what? Something about when enemies are surrounding you, you can respond with one-bladed and two-bladed attacks. So it's saying press square and triangle. I get it. This really seems like the way to go. Okay, so two-bladed technique tutorial is over. Use the two blades to kill the rest of the enemies. Can do. This is cool. As far as I know though, I don't think a samurai would actually use both of his blades. I think the second blade's only supposed to be for like specific occasions. But what do I know? I'm no samurai. And it looks pretty cool to do it. I want to know how to use heat actions with the blades, though. It doesn't seem like there's ever a scenario where you can do that. At least not yet.
Oh. まさかそのような技を使うとはな。その技、本物かどうか試させてもらうぞ。二刀流か。だがそんな小手先の技が私に通用すると思ってるのか。
マジマ、わしが相手や。
こしゃくな。
マジマ。
の死に損ないが。
宮本武蔵、あんた
佐々木小次郎だ。何の真似だ。観念したのか。
丸目さん、俺はあんたに言われた通り逃げて生き延びる。生きてこの男とまた戦う。真島、
宮本武蔵か。
This game's really cool, guys. So the thing that happened there, you kind of get it from what's happening, but so a couple of things happened in this cutscene. He was watching Kiryu cut down all these guys with his two-blade technique, and he's like, "Oh, like the two-blade technique, but do you think that's gonna be enough against me?" And he like takes out his big sword, and obviously he's like a bruiser, so Kiryu's having a hard time, and then it looks like he's gonna get him. And there's actually a really touching moment where, because Majima and Kiryu have kind of been like begrudging partners this whole time, up until now, and then he's about to strike Kiryu, and Majima comes in and blocks him, and he says like, "That's my partner that you're messing with." So Majima kind of like owns up to it in that true like buddy cop movie style. And then he cuts Majima in the eye, which is pretty good because we know Majima in the modern day Yakuza games has an eye patch, so it's kind of a fun similarity to his modern day character. And so they keep fighting, and he says like the evil guy says like, "What's your name? Tell me your name." And he says it's Musashi Miyamoto, and Miyamoto said, "What's your name?" And I already forgot it. Sasaki something. I totally forgot his name already. But they have their kind of like moment of begrudging respect for each other. And Kiryu says something to Marume like, we're going to take our leave now, but like, we're going to fight this guy the next chance we get, or something like that. And he runs away, and our guy watches Kiryu and Majima jumping away, and he's, kind of saying to himself like, "Musashi Miyamoto, huh?" So he's kind of like on his mind. I mean, without knowing all of the complexities of what they're saying, though, you still kind of know. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on in the story either way. But that was a pretty fun moment with Majima. Any moment with Majima is a fun moment with Majima. Good stuff, ladies and gents. Now, that's going to do it for Yakuza Kenzan this time. This game's great. Japanese only, which is a bummer, but I'm enjoying it a whole lot. So tune in next time for whatever other craziness happens, however many other sword techniques they're going to give us. They just keep throwing these things on there, and I will take as many sword techniques as they give me. The channel you're watching is called The Voice of Nick. On here I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. We play story-based games, and if you want to see the full list of games we're playing, you can type !games in the chat. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit the follow button, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.